I have been prepared for this film the same way Christians are prepared for the rapture. That's how many times I saw this movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The story is not told in a linear way. So to really get the story, you need to watch at least twice. And I think now I've broken it down enough to chat about. Let me also say, I understood after the first watch. The second watch is just so you can really get it. Do you know what I'm saying? The first watch, you're going in blind. You don't even know what you don't know. The second time, you know a little bit more. And so you can pick up on more. Anyway, my name's Elisa. If you've never met me, my name's Elisa. Welcome back, you guys. I have not felt this inspired in a long time. They told a story so brilliantly. So Challengers is Luca Guadagnino's latest project, starring Zendaya, Josh O'Connor, and Mike Feist. And in this video, I want to talk about the dynamic between their characters, Tashi, Art, and Patrick. Challengers is about tennis player Tashi, who transforms her husband from a tennis player to a world-class grand champ. Now he's in a rut, so she's added him to a challenge, which is like a lower level competition. He's taken aback when he comes across having to duel with his ex-best friend slash Tashi's ex-boyfriend. And before we go any further, spoiler alert, I'm about to spoil away. I'm about to spoil it. I'm about to spoil it. This is obviously a story about a love triangle, but to me, there's always the pair that's a little bit closer. In my opinion, it wasn't equal. In my opinion, I'm going to start with Tashi and Patrick's dynamic. At the beginning of the movie, Tashi was so charming. At the beginning of the movie, Patrick was so charming. Something about Tashi is screaming insecurity. And I think it's because her and Patrick were so alike. It was like a mirror for her that I don't think that she's ever really seen before. Because how else would this woman flip the switch in minor seconds? That could have to do with storytelling, but in the same way, that's a gap that I believe you can fill in for yourself. But the reason I think this is because when they had that steamy hotel scene, she went to kiss Patrick. Patrick also leaned in, and then she curved him, went to Art, and then when she was leaving, she was like, "The winner can have my number." And she gave all of her words of affirmation to Art, like, you can beat him, right? You're not gonna have my number if you don't beat him, right? It was so weird. Why did she get so upset with Art when he was being a snake? But why would she get so upset about what he said if she's like, who said I wanted somebody to be in love with me? I think with her tennis career, she had so much control. She had great technique. She was winning a lot. Like, she was doing the damn thing. Outside of tennis, she literally said, tennis is a relationship. I think she was just obsessed with tennis. Maybe tennis is a relationship. Sure, it could definitely be having a conversation. But if I really, really thought long and hard and deep, and after 3 watches, 6 hours total, I'm cooking. Just sit in the kitchen with me. Obviously, the whole movie kind of had you on edge because, like, we were watching the actual game. But her getting into that fight with Patrick gagged this girl for 12 years when he said,
I'm your peer. I'm not your groupie, and I'm definitely not your student.
Literally, she lost control of her life. Tashi always loved Patrick, even though she don't be saying it back, but do your thing, girl. I don't need to be coming up with these theories because she's in love. I don't want the narrative created that she's just like a sociopath, because she was giving sociopath. And in Patrick's view, in their dynamic, he's funny, he's charming and cute and confident, and he lacked direction. Tashi knew that. He was promising. He had so much potential. And he had a family who was rich. Don't rich people love tennis? Like, he really could have had it all in the bag, but that man had no direction. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Tashi knew that man needed help. Now, I think she could have approached it better. She probably just really wanted a solid boyfriend. I mean, she said it's embarrassing to date someone who sucks. I believe Patrick's confidence always came from just having resources when that man was real life down and out. And I think that shook Tashi and Art. Was Tashi right to leave him for that reason? Yes, let's talk about the dynamic between Tashi and Art. Art gave Tashi everything that she wanted in Patrick. Oh my god, I just got a download. They were called Fire and Ice, and she literally got duality between the two of them. Ah! She said which is which, and then she found out. Art was your stereotypical good guy. And even though he was the size of an anaconda snake, I'm still gonna call him a good guy. The 12-year flashback, that was my favorite side of Art. Honestly, that was my favorite side of all of them. Kids are just a lot less jaded. He was fun. He was cute. He was respectable. I don't know. He just reminded me of a little bunny. In a way, I feel like Art's character developed the best. Because with Tashi, she just had an immediate flip of the switch moment, which, I mean, it could have been from that conversation with Art. Patrick, I guess he just didn't develop, and that was his character development. But with Art, I know the exact moment he changed. The exact moment he found out Patrick and Tashi slept together when they were like 17, 18. That was the villain origin story. There's some stuff Patrick did that probably could have pushed him off the cliff. Like the story of when they were 12-year-olds. I would have been like, okay, this is not my friend. No, guys are different. Guys are different. I'm just a Pisces. He finally got his backbone. That moment when he kicked Patrick out of the training room. However, he lost it again to Tashi. She walked all over that man. All over that man. She got everything that she wanted out of Art. It did not make her a better person. They did not like that Patrick said what was up. And you know what? If I didn't have integrity within myself, I would have been just as affected as they were. Tashi and Art worked because Tashi could still maintain that level of control. The fact that she got herself and him on the Aston Martin ad, that is like some Diddy and Carisha shit. Okay, let's talk about this part. Why is Tashi asking Patrick to lose the match, and then she told Art she would leave him if he lost the match? Y'all in the comments who, obviously, if you're here, you either saw it or you're just like the title. Let me know in the comments, why do y'all think Tashi wanted Art to win so bad, even though she was drawn to Patrick? And again, with Art and Patrick, they loved each other so much. I think they were just both immature. Sometimes you have to go away and then come back. I know that they were both very hurt by losing each other. And the thing is, that competitive dynamic between the two, it has always been there. It just became too much at one point. And actually, I wrote a whole piece on friendly competition that was inspired by these two. Like, did they love each other? Because I'm really thinking Patrick kept winning Art's girl over. Who was Patrick's girl? I don't know. That could have been a deeper thing with Art and Patrick. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. But I would like to say that I loved knowing that in the end, everybody won. Tashi finally saw some really fucking good tennis. Art and Patrick, it's a relationship. They had a relationship. They were in love. I'm gonna rate this movie. That's gotta be, I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I'm blown away with how well a story was told. I'm inspired. What a good watch. Everybody who created that movie Challengers, bravo to you. If you haven't already, go see Challengers, form your own opinions. If you liked anything you saw today, leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, all of it. And I will see you back here Sunday.